Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I got something a little different today. I'm actually going to do a little bit of a how-to. Now I'm going to start off by saying I'm by no means an expert in this rig. This video will actually show my first few fish I've ever caught on this rig, but this is also my first day really throwing it too. I've had it tied up a few times before, but I never really used it because confidence issues. This trip that I took, I had decided this is what I wanted to try to catch fish on. So I tied it up. I put something on it that I figured I could get bit real easily. And I caught a few fish doing it. So I learned a few things about it. And I'm going to share what I learned. But first I'm going to show you what the rig is. It's the free rig. And I'm going to show you how to tie it up. What you do, let's see, where's the end of my line here? I've got some light 8-pound fluoro. And what you would normally do, is you put your sinker on and then tie onto your hook. On this, you take your hook, which I've got just a little straight shank small hook here. Not real big, you can't barely tell. But take it, you run your line through it, through the eye of the hook. You want to go through the top and then you want to drop it, because I'm kind of nervous making this video. I don't do how-to videos. I just show fish catches and talk about how I did it, kind of. But you got your hook just free there on the line. You can run up and down the line real easy. Now, you would think the next step would be tie on your sinker. So I'm using a 1/4 ounce tie drop shot weight, tungsten, Motley fishing, of course. If it's tungsten with me, you know it's Motley. But the thing is, if you tie this on and then you set the hook and come here, line. You set the hook and that sinker comes flying up into that hook, then you start fraying your hook, fraying your line right there at your hook and causing damage and can break off. So we need to put a buffer between the sinker tie and the hook eye. So we'll take one of these nice little bobber stops and slide onto the line here. Slide it up a little way, and then we'll tie on our sinker, which I always use the polymer knots. Go through the eye one way, go right back through, but not all the way, so that you have the loop. Simple overhand knot. Moisten it before you cinch it. Take your weight through the loop, cinch it down. Get your clippers, not your teeth. Cut off your tag end. Nothing wants to work with me since, I'm trying to make an informative video, but I've only been doing this for 37 years and I'm 41, so you'd think I'd know how to do it. Slide your bobber stop down to your knot. That way you've got, I've got fray in my line right there. Oh well, I'll retie it again later for myself. Then you've got your hook that just kind of hangs free above it. Let's put our worm back on there. I've got a little Morning Dawn colored worm here. I know me throwing this worm on here annoyed a lot of people that knew that I was throwing a free rig today. So they think that you're not supposed to throw worms on it, but it worked pretty good for me, so I just Texas rig it like normal. Now the cool thing is, watching this thing on live scope, you throw it out there and you watch your sinker go down and your worm staying up in the water column. And it's just slowly falling down the line. And then when it gets all the way to the sinker, what I was doing is I would hop it up so it'd pop the worm back up the line a little ways and slowly fall back down again. So there's the free rig. You got a bunch of different options. I mean, you could put anything on this hook. I know a lot of people really like the Mega Bass Rock Hogs on it. Can't go wrong with the G-Crack, bellows gill. Or, you know, even like a Fat Baby Crawl from Yamamoto would be an awesome bait on there. But like I said, I wanted to go with just simple and effective, hence the Morning Dawn colored worm. But let's get over to some fish catches on it, and we'll talk about what I learned after this first fish catch. Almost my first free rig fish. GoPro stopper. All right, as you can see, my first fish on it, I lost. And that's because I didn't think about the one crucial thing with the free rig. I watched the fish eat with the bait a long ways from the sinker. So when I set the hook, I had to pull all of that extra line to here to get the hook down to the sinker to get any leverage. And so I didn't get a good hook set. You know, after that smallmouth got off, I looked and my hook point was just barely through my worm. So I didn't get a good hook in the fish, which I knew when I set the hook I didn't. And if you watch real close, you can see my rod sweeps a long ways before it ever starts to load from the weight of the fish. So after that, I realized when you feel the fish hit, you got to slowly pull up and get that distance between the hook and the sinker a whole lot less before you set the hook. If you can get it to a tight line without the fish knowing you're there, that would be optimal. If you can do that. But I did manage to catch a few more. I actually boated some, caught some decent fish on it, I thought. But we're gonna get back into that, let you see how I adjusted. Maybe you can tell when the fish hits versus when I set the hook on these next few fish, and hope you enjoy.
There we go, fish number one. First ever on a free rig. Picture for the whiff. First smallmouth on the free rig. I hung it up. Oh, there it came. Hi, otter. Can you see the otter? You probably can't because of the angle that I'm setting. Otter's got him a fish that he's chomping on. Hacking on a bone. Oh, he went back in the water. GoPro, stop recording. That's a pretty decent fish right there. Oh, I thought I was hung up when I set the hook into that one. Not used to catching them that big up here. Let's get that picture for the wife. That's a good fish. GoPro, stop recording.
All right, that was my my first run ever with the free rig. Definitely something I'm gonna throw around a lot more. I don't like spinning rods a whole lot, so I was throwing it on the iRod Quercus 733C, not the V, not the chatterbait rod, just the regular C. Got a Daiwa Pixie BFS reel with 8-pound fluoro on it. Really been liking this combo for finesse stuff. Been throwing a shaky head on it a lot, throw the free rig on it. It's been working out pretty good for me. If you like what you see, make sure and check out the links below. I'll link up iRod and Motley for sure. A couple other things, couple baits that you could throw on it and stuff. But I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one.